Alright. To the arena. To battle. To thing. Are you awake?
Yes, I am. It's just, I was waiting for you to edit the episode, and then now we're on to the next one.
Now then.
The tourney is about to begin.
Good.
Good. Then let's go in.
I forgot to plug my headphones in. I was wondering about that. I was like, I can't hear anything. What's going on?
Yeah, you have so many cords and cables just to switch audio inputs.
Another year has passed, and the day of days is come again. 8 champions, strong and true, have emerged by their mettle, character, and fortune. Who shall emerge victorious? Bring it on! The shields are polished and the blades are whetted. It only remains to be seen who shall stand triumphant when the rest have fallen. Step forward, brave warriors. He has been champion for 4 tournaments in a row. He is the reigning king, but will he meet his Kingslayer today? Archibald! Behold, Archibald the Crusher, mightiest of the mighty.
Top of the world.
Archibald, have at him.
Show that Black Knight how it's done. They say the blood of men turns to ice in the frozen wastes of the north. Just a tale, mayhap. But let no man deny that the steel of this man's blade is as biting as the ice in his eyes. Joshua Frostblade.
I like how he has the whole, like, purely white getup.
Sir Joshua.
Hey.
Take my favor, sir. I beseech you.
Man, with the long, luscious, you know, platinum blonde locks that this guy has, of course, he's called, like, the Frostblade.
Our next fighter spent years learning the art of war, mastering pikes, halberds, spears, and all things long and pointy. Misjudge his peasant's weapon in your peril, last man. What did found himself skewered before he could so much as lift his fancy blade in the shortest fight of this tourney. His lance dances, then spits you out for a pig. Spits you like a pig. For it's Conrad the Impaler.
Ah.
Stick it to him, Conrad! Agatha, sword ain't the half of your pike. He's been second only to one man, always the last man bested, but this year, will it be his opponent who bends his knee on the final day? Many here say aye, for this year he'll be the last, at last, to usurp the king. His sword strikes with the ferocity of a savage beast. Wallace Wildsword is here to claim the king's crown.
Of course, he's like, shirtless.
Griffins, that's no man who's born from a bear, I'd say. Of fame and renown, this next fighter cares little, but how many fighter pales at the mention of his name? A hunter amongst hunters. In the preliminary matches, he bagged every monster that appeared. Be it fiend or man, he never loses his quarry, for he is Bernhard the Beast Hunter.
Say what?
Every beast that was released into the arena, then he's equal to the king. Next is an impregnable fortress of a man. Neither axe nor sword has ever sundered his shield. He is an immovable force. He can no more be toppled than a mountain. If the battle goes to the last man standing, how can he not emerge victorious? He is Grieg the Unbreakable.
Just a complete suit of armor.
Gods of the mercy, look at the size of him. Me prize bullet looked like a rabbit next to him. Next is a mystery knight, a dark horse, one might say, who has swatted away all challengers with contemptuous ease. The arena has not seen the likes of his swordplay in many a year. Could this man be our new champion? Gustav! The Black Knight! Hurrah, hurrah! Cut them down where they stand, Gustav!
Do it.
You're the only one who can defeat the king.
Last but not least, for this last-minute entrant defeated none other than Victorino, the Buccaneer's Bane. Does he deserve to be here, or does he not? You've all had your say. But hear this, the rule of the tourney is writ clear. Might makes right, and let no man disavow what another claims by feat of arms. So raise a cheer for Ulbrich, the Unbending Blade.
What the?
The Unbending Blade, I've heard tales, but...
That's
That's it!
Show us the might of the proud Hornburg.
That's
Here stand your 8 champions. Now only the duels remain.
I hope that we actually get to see some semblance of the other fights happen. But I really hope that we're not just going to be present for Ulbrich's fight.
Alternatively, we fight everybody?
That's true too, but you would think it would be a... You know how most battle matches are where they happen to pair up everyone and only the victor gets to fight each other? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you're Ulbrich, aren't you? Yes, and if you know who I am, then you also know that you'd be looking for Sir Erhard, aye? I see I don't need to explain. Sir Erhard spoke enough of you, but what you're seeking has a cost. Tell me, knight, you know what this place is? A place where a man's worth is measured. Tell me, Sir Ulbrich, to what end do you swing that blade? I was once a knight of the realm. I wielded my sword for king and country. But as for now, to tell the truth, I cannot say. So I'll see you in the final. Oh, I apparently can get back to this man.
Are you ready to rumble?
Are you?
And now, for the 4th battle, from the west gate comes Ulbrich! There. Good luck to you, knight. You'll need it.
You'll be fine. Just do exactly what you did to the others.
Whoa. I'll be back soon.
By others, does she...
The people outside.
Okay. Oh.
Come on, Joshua, you can do it.
Do it!
Ulbrich, you're twice the man he is!
At your service.
'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance, good sir. The name is Joshua. Your name and renown reached even the distant corners of my snowbound home. I am Ulbrich Eisenberg, and the honor is mine. The climes of your land may be harsh, but its sons have warm manners. You honor me, sir, but know that there is no warmth in my sword, and it will deliver the victory I promised to my dearest Angela. So you fight for a woman.
Yes.
I fight for love, and today you will know how powerful that is.
Of course he'd be the lover's boy.
First round, 4th duel. Let the battle begin.
I will not fail.
Gosh, if we didn't know that was a Joshua from the sprite, I would almost assume it was a woman.
It's very feminine. Alright, Aerostorm.
Drowning.
It's my turn now.
Merchant skills, Trade Tempest. I have to kill the guards before I can even work on him. Well, that's understandable.
Now then.
I still don't understand why they do these multi-man battles when it's clearly a duel, but...
Yeah, I think it's because there's kind of the expectation that,
You'll get to use your party. Yeah.
because, like, if you didn't use your party, most people probably don't have, like, an Ulbrich built around solo fights. Maybe? Some people might. No, anybody probably would.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
I wonder if all the ladies in the crowd are aware of Angela.
Out of my way. Drowning.
Probably not, no.
An interesting dilemma.
Okay, well, we haven't tried fire.
Oh, flames!
Oh, right,
Yeah, I
of
would
course.
assume that if he's a
Of course,
frostblade,
fire, yeah.
It's my
then
turn
fire would
now.
be a weakness.
Dark? Nope.
Probably light.
Yeah. But yeah, so, like, if you were just using Ulbrich alone, it would probably not be great. Well, do we keep doing... Yeah, let's keep doing fire. Keep doing Firestorm. I'm assuming we heal between battles, but if we don't, oh well. He gets 16 SP back every single round. Wow. That is really helpful.
My turn.
Daggers?
I appreciate
Nope,
it.
not daggers. What else would he be weak to? What have I not tried? I've tried sword. I've tried bow. I've tried spear. Huh. What weapon would he be weak to? Unless we missed with the spears, no? Because he's definitely been hit by arrows.
Let's do this.
I mean, he has a rapier.
Yeah. Oh, axes. That's the only weapon type that
An
my
axe
team
would have the
doesn't.
bludgeoning power.
way.
That's the only weapon type that my team doesn't immediately have access to.
Yeah.
Yep, axes.
An interesting dilemma.
Oh, maybe it's light spells.
That's what I mentioned, light.
Yep.
I knew it.
There we go.
Yeah, because fire and light.
Let's do
I wouldn't necessarily call them hand in hand, but light produces a lot of heat.
I probably should never use this. But oh well.
Oh no.
Ah, crap.
What happened?
I healed him to full.
What? With a mushroom? What did you do?
I made a mistake.
What did you do? That's why you don't leave things to chance.
Oh, it buffed him too. Oh boy.
For goodness sake.
I made a goof. But that's okay. I'm really not in any trouble here.
Too kind.
It's just gonna prolong the
my turn
inevitable.
now.
Yeah.
Phew. Time for a break.
It prolongs it a little bit. Let's see. Scholar skills. 3 turns. Spell cast by a chosen ally. Usually target all foes. 1 instead. That would be useful, but
A great inferno to
awkward to pull off. Oh, and he's got defensive bonuses too, of course.
blade is unbending.
Happens.
The dagger dances.
At least we have times 2 JP.
What's JP?
Job points.
Nah.
Probably wasn't worth it. Bewildering Dance is...
Oh man, and Cyrus is low on
Out of
health.
my way.
That he is. I mean, Joshua's at half. I'm not actually buggered by this. I think Joshua's or Cyrus is confused. Yeah, he's just gonna hit himself.
Here I go.
Items, healing grape.
Let
There
me
you go. And this is why I'm not worried. We are still wildly overleveled
Out of
for
my
this
way.
fight. So like, kind of no matter what happens, it's just like it's damage, but it's not anything that's gonna cause a
I would
problem for
also
me.
think in a duel that healing items would be prohibited.
You'd think so.
Because then someone could win sheerly because they are able to heal more damage than the other person can deal. Or if the other person doesn't have healing items, then
Great inferno
they just survive because they're able to do less damage but
do this.
make up for the damage that the other did to them more so.
What a nice breeze.
A little hard to describe.
No, I mean it would be kind of unfair. I think a lot of games do have like the
Because I never understood that about Pokemon, for instance.
oh, you mean how the Elite Four would just have like full restores and stuff just to
blade is
Yep.
unbending.
mess with you?
The dagger dances.
Oh. I was gonna steal money from him. Whatever, we don't even need money anymore. What do I care?
Mm-hmm.
Ah, Angela, forgive me. You fought well and bravely. You did no dishonor to your lady love. To fight for the love of the cherished one. Oh, and we're already fully healed. Well,
Okay.
let's check skills first. Yes.
Now, I don't know why you would have to fight for love. If the person loved you regardless of what your current strengths were, it wouldn't matter that he had to prove himself. Unless she was one of those people that's like, you have to win the tournament in order to win my love. Ha 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 ha. And it's like, really? Unless it was a thing where she had a disapproving father that's like, you know, I will only allow my daughter to wed a great warrior. And you must prove it in this tournament. You know, then maybe. But I don't know. It just seems very archaic. Didn't they do that in the old Robin Hood stories with Maid Marian? You know, whomever wins the competition with the arrows.
Yeah.
Archery. And what was it? Some other guy had actually gotten a bullseye and Robin Hood was able to get a bullseye on his bullseye, like split his arrow.
Yeah.
That must have been awesome. Well,
what is
from
it?
a story standpoint.
Your next opponent is none other than Archibald the Crusher, the long-reigning king of the tourney. He's as strong and skilled as any, that's for sure, but it's his iron will that wins in battles, more than anything. I tell you to look out for this or that, but gods only know. With him, you gotta look out for everything.
Tis like this.
Ned can be overly dramatic, but he speaks the truth. Archibald's a more formidable foe by far than what you faced till now.
Formidably noted.
Huh?
Oi, oi.
God's teeth, ye got more spine than sense, cracking japes at a time like this. This won't be the first time I've fought a man whose skills matched or surpassed my own. And I dare say it won't be the last. And now, for the second match of the round, from the West Gate, Ulbrich Eisenberg.
Take care now.
Whatever happens, just give it everything you've got. We'll find out soon enough if that suffices.
That'll suffice. I need to get closer to the screen so I can see this.
I can't wait till we move and I get a big TV and just plunk it right in front of us on the couch. The unbending blade in the flesh, eh? Step up from the usual riffraff they usually throw my way. My father was one match away from winning his 5th tourney in a row when his challenger's sword found his breast. Now it's my turn to do what he could not. Well,
Is it so?
and that's why you fight, to honor your father's memory? Aye, now let's get on with it.
Well,
So be it. Let the battle begin!
on your guard.
On your guard, and your guard, and
I will not fail.
Wow, these guys look like flat out like gladiators.
Yep. Well, these are the professional gladiators.
Mm-hmm.
So I can still armor break him. They're only covering those two. Well, that makes my life
For a
easier.
moment, I thought that those guys had flames at the tip of their blades, and then I realized it was just how the
No, it's
torches
just
lined
very
up
well
in the.
placed.
Switchery.
Okay. Ooh, that hurts a bit. Dark skills. Hit everybody. Okay, so he's not weak to that. So he doesn't share a whole lot of weaknesses of his allies. Probably not darkness. Nope, definitely not wind.
Well, also, until you defeat those two guys, two of the
But
weaknesses
it'll
will be
still
off
show
bars.
it'll still show the weakness if you find it.
Why don't you try fire on them?
I don't use. Oh, this is share SB. I don't try fire because it doesn't do as much damage
Okay.
as just hitting them. Both Therian and Ulbrich's elemental attack power is very, very low. So it doesn't actually, it's not generally worth it unless you're trying to pop shields off.
Night Ode.
Okay, so he's weak to darkness. But if I'm gonna be using fire, I might as well use Cyrus for the fire
Yep.
spell. Because,
Fire, ice, thunder. Oh, they are fire.
yep. Not too threatening, though.
So I assume your next battle will be against Gustav then.
Probably, yeah.
Because at this point, let's see, there were 8 contenders. And there were 4 battles before yours? Which
Yeah, well, I bet
doesn't make
all the
sense.
less interesting characters. You know, Joshua, they definitely played up. This guy, they definitely played up. My assumption is they're only having us fight the actually interesting guys. Like, we're not going to fight the hunter.
No, we're
for
probably
example.
not going to fight the hunter or the dude that's just in a big suit of armor.
Yeah.
The beast man was sort of funny. But aside from that, yeah.
The dagger dances.
Let's see. I guess actually, now's a good time for healing.
Your pain shall be eased.
Because we're about to pop his shields off.
What to do?
And skills, Moonlight Waltz.
Darkness.
Okay, and she's almost out. And now we can just wail on him.
Yep.
Leave skills. Let's see. What's this one? Attack foes with damage with your dagger, dealing damage proportional to your speed. I've never tested this one. Let's see how much damage it does.
Whoa.
Alrighty
A lot
then.
of damage.
That's some damage. Some real damage.
Proportionate to your speed? I'm sort of glad you chose Therian. He was doing pretty well.
His story hasn't captured me that well thus far, but he is a satisfying character in battle to use. What? On my eyes to be believed, the king has been dethroned. Victory goes to Ulbrich Eisenberg. Like father, like son, I have failed him. Rejoice, fool. You won the battle. Don't you fret for me. I'll just start another winning streak. As long as I have breath in my lungs and strength in my arm, I'll keep swinging this blade.
Indeed.
You fought you fought to honor the memory of a man, long dead. But is that enough for the likes of me? Archibald yields! For the first time in 4 years, the king will not fight in the final battle! The Black Knight versus the Unbending Blade. Whatever befalls, there shall be a new king at the tourney's end. I'm not going to be able to do another episode after this. This is ruining my voice.
Why? Do you want me to be the announcer?
No, it's too much grumbling, too much yelling,
Oh.
too many deep voices,
Too
and
many
it was
deep
already kind of
voices.
scratchy to begin with.
Good.
You've come this far. Now you simply have to win. Second place is just out of the question.
I ain't ever seen the girl as this agitated before. You've lit a fire under her, that's for certain.
Why shouldn't I be agitated? He beat the reigning king. The one they said was all but invincible. By the gods, the devil can take me if this Black Knight thinks he can match the Kingslayer. Huh? What? Is something the matter? Do you know something about this Black Knight that I don't?
Truth be
Wherever this Black Knight may be, judging by his previous fights, he stands equal of any king.
told,
No man should enter a battle expecting an easy victory. Least of all against one who is trained in this sword by Earhart.
Huh.
Yet neither should any man shy from battle for fear of defeat. I shall fight with all my strength, and if the gods will that is not enough, then so be it. Agreed?
Huh? Right. I know how it works. But just make sure you use all your strength. I wouldn't want anything...
Your cheeks are turning red, girl. Ouch. Watch it now. That wound's still healing. And from the west gate, Ulbrich Eisenberg.
No.
That's my cue.
Greetings.
You kept your end of the bargain. I'm impressed. And I'm impressed as well. You've won hard battles against capable foes. Once you mentioned Sir Erhard, I didn't have much of a choice now, did I? Lest I dishonor his name as my teacher. He told me a lot about you back when we were both serving in that mercenary band. You still lost, still wondering what the unbending blade of yours is for. Joshua fought for love. Archibald for the memory of his father and the honor of his line. I once fought to protect someone, but I failed, and that person is no more. Yes, mayhap I am lost, but not today. Today I fight for victory.
Indeed.
See, you found yourself an answer. Let's see how well it serves you in battle.
Prepare
Then to arms! Let the final duel begin!
I will
Oh,
not
wow.
fail.
Pretty
They really
imposing.
should have had that helmet on him for the sprite.
With the horns and everything.
Out of my way.
Hunter skills, arrow storm. Okay, so he's
I
weak
can
to
only
arrows.
imagine it would be difficult fighting someone with a shield. As just a broadsword wielder.
What to do?
Yeah,
Because let's go say that he
Howling.
blocks and potentially moves a blade aside and then goes in for a slash. You would have to immediately... I don't know. Just... I remember watching a number of videos where I suppose there are people that take... I don't know if I would call them defense classes or weapons classes, but people that want to train with arcane... not arcane. Archaic swords and shields and pikes and other such things. They go to these classes and they do little sparring sessions and whatnot.
Yeah.
Obviously with things that are non-lethal. Or in slow-mo, I don't know. They don't attempt to harm one another. But it's interesting to see just how mismatched weaponry results in clear advantages and disadvantages. Like, there are actually physical limitations to what certain weapons are capable of when in a fight against others.
yep.
Because, for instance, I remember seeing, what was it, a spear versus a sword. And the thing about spear is, so long as they can keep at distance and jabbing, they have a clear advantage. But as soon as the swordsman is able to brush the spear aside or getting close, that's it. Like, you can't really...
Yeah. At best, you might be able to, like, hit them with the
butt end.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Are you?
Whee! Oh, he doesn't drop his shield until they're all...
And also, ball and chains
spawned.
are creepy, is all get out.
Oh?
Well, just... if you were a person with a sword or a short-range weapon trying to fight someone with a spinning ball and chain,
Darkness.
like, it seems like having a shield on hand would be best, because then you could block the ball and chain and pretty much bum rush the person.
Five, 8 times? Nah.
And I know that people like to fantasize about the image of the rogue with daggers, but I would almost assume everyone should have a dagger on hand for, you know, in medieval combat, just in the instance that you need to quickly grab something secondary in order to attack a weak spot. Like, let's go say that you're in a grappling situation. But when it comes to using them against longer weapons, it just doesn't seem feasible to me,
See what happens.
you know?
Witchery.
No, the idea of dual wielding in general is generally,
No.
like, you really have to be able to focus on what you're doing. And
I suppose that's why in tabletop games they always give you a little bit of a penalty
yeah,
for dual wielding.
'cause it's not easy.
It'd be almost funny if Sword and Shield was considered dual wielding. I mean,
It
kind
can
of
be,
dual
yeah.
wielding, but the shield has a different application than a weapon would.
Yeah, and you can kind of alternate your focus between one and the other.
I wonder if there were ever any shields in the past that had spikes on them.
Absolutely.
There most definitely had to be.
Yeah. Shield slamming with a big spike.
Go!
Ouchie.
Darkness!
Like, that probably hurts a lot.
No, I don't doubt it.
Is unparalleled. A great inferno to scorch.
Didn't you make a joke about games where you could dual wield shields?
Yes.
Huh?
It's almost never worth it. There were rules for it in Dungeons and Dragons. I had a character whose entire focus was just like two big ass shields, and just that's what he did. He just hunkered down and
How would you wear them on your back?
uh
Like layer one on top of the other?
yeah,
or
he didn't run very fast.
The battle is truly joined.
He was miserably slow.
Actually, it begs the question, playing Legend of Zelda and such, I mean, you can see where the scabbard goes for the Master Sword, but how do you hook your shield, or how do you hook the Hylian shield onto your back? Is there a strap? Is there a notch that you sort of like hang it from? I never know. Like, how do people wear shields on their back?
You know, I don't know. I'm assuming there's actually... Oh. Thief skills... I gotta figure out how to limit break with this character. He's not dead? Wow. Oh, that makes this easy. Oh, no, it doesn't make it easier.
I won't hold back!
There he goes. I was really hoping I could steal money from him, but no!
I mean, it might be because of the loops for the arms. You might be able to hang that on something.
On a scat? Yeah, I don't know. I bet you could look
Scabbard, yeah.
Damn it.
First my blade, but the victory is yours.
We have a winner.
He yields! All hail the unbending blade! A new king of the arena is crowned. 3 cheers for Ulrich Eisenberg.
Huzzah! Huzzah! Huzzah!
Did you see that, lads?
That's it.
The black blade fought bravely. Bleh.
Night.
What the Black Knight fought bravely, but the unbending blade has won the day. Yeah, I really do flip words vertically.
He won! Did you see that, Ned? He won!
Of course he did. I saw every blow land, and my own wounds ached just watching.
Well
A good fight.
Agreed.
Aye, it was that. No shame in losing to the likes of you.
Is it so?
On another day, you could have been the victor. I mayhap, but today's your day, and I'll keep my word. When you're ready, come by my room at the inn, and I'll tell you what I know.
As
I will
wish.
see you anon.
Uh-oh. Let's watch him get, you know, assassinated or something before you can get the information about Gustav or something. Or maybe he will survive and just give you the information.
The bards will sing of this duel for years to come! All hail the new king!
Yay!
I won, but I'm no closer to understanding why I wield my blade.
Revenge! Isn't it obvious?
Truth, justice, America. They're still unconscious.
It really is about revengeance.
Yeah,
Well, wait,
kinda.
why did I say revengeance? About
Vengeance,
vengeance.
revenge.
It's because of that Metal Gear Solid
Yeah.
game, right? Wasn't
It
there
is. Metal Gear Solid Revengeance.
a revengeance?
Yeah, the platinum game, based on Raiden.
Right. Yeah, no, it's vengeance.
Ah, welcome. Make yourself comfortable. A deal's a deal. You want to find Earhart, and I'll honor my side of the bargain. But let's take it slow. There's much we have to talk about, you and I.
If you say so. But what about?
Sir Erhard, of course, and what I know of him.
I'm listening.
Now, where to begin? Tell me, Sir Ulberich, are you familiar with the land from which Sir Erhard hailed?
Some border town in the far reaches of Hornburg. Or so he once told me.
Aye, a peaceful village called Grind. At least it was, till it was razed in the war. 'Twas long before Lord Erhard became a knight that he lost his home. After that, he joined a band of sellswords for a spell. It was there he got an idea in his head. And so he finally came to serve Hornburg and the Crown as a spy.
Oh, preposterous. You mean to tell me that Erhard meant to betray us all along?
His eyes always burned with fire when he told the tale. The King of Hornburg turned his back on us, he'd said, and sat on his ass as our homes burned.
Nonsense. King Alfred cared for all his subjects. He would never...
Lord Erhard claimed otherwise. Either way, he was a man on a mission.
If that's true, that means he'd been plotting the downfall of Hornburg for years.
Revenge is made all the sweeter by the passage of time. How sweet it must have been for him when Hornburg fell at last. I don't pretend to admire his deeds, nor claim they are honorable. But then, I've never known the pain and anguish Sir Erhard was forced to bear. Though I wonder sometimes how it made him feel to see justice done, if winning his revenge put his heart at ease. I never asked him, and he never told me. But of all the men in this world, mayhap he'd tell you.
You look up to the man, don't you?
He taught me to be a true warrior, and I dare say he was a friend as well. I know of little else but the ways of battle. Whatever his sins might have been, I was proud to call him a brother.
As was I. Thank you.
Happy to have the company and a willing ear. You'll find Sir Erhard in the desert town of Wellspring. When you do, well, I trust you'll do what's right.
Even if that means I slay him? Your friend, your mentor, your brother?
If that is what you believe he deserves, I reckon he'll accept his fate. And so will I.
Whatever the cause he fought for, it does not excuse his deeds. He slew the king he had taken a sworn oath to protect. I will listen to what he has to say. That much I can promise you, but no more. Does Gustav have the right of it? Did Erhard wield his sword for the sake of revenge? If so, does he still wield it, even though the thirst for vengeance has been sated? Could it be that we are the same? Has Erhard too lost his purpose?
Well then.
An old friend, eh? Erhard, aye, I called him friend once upon a time. But at the end of the day, he struck down our king. And you still want to see him again. I would speak to him. There's something I need to know. Do you think meeting with him will give you closure? What happens if you don't like the answer you get? Are you sure you're not doing this for your own self-satisfaction? Perhaps you are right. But I must see him, if I'm to put the past behind me. I'll try and stop you. In fact, I think I'll stick around and see how this one unfolds. Be my guest.
Well, Therian knows a thing or two about betrayal.
Vengeance.
Hey! Where are you running off to?
What does it matter? The tourney is over. Our bargain is concluded.
It is, but that doesn't mean we can't bid each other Godspeed.
Phew. Got you in the nick of time. We won't let you go sneaking away without so much as a fare thee well.
Of course. Pray forgive my manners. I could not have gotten this far without you. Both of you. You have my thanks.
And you have ours. So, if I can be so bold, where are you off to next?
The Sunlands. A town called Wellspring. To finish what I started here.
And then?
I don't know. Perhaps I'll return to the village I came from before here.
Well, if you've already got a place to call home, then maybe this means nothing. But if you're looking for a new line of work, you could do worse than being a full-time champion.
The offer is welcome, but it's not the life for me.
Thought you might say that, but I had to ask, huh?
If you ever have a change of heart, just drop on by. Or even if you don't, you'll always be welcome here.
Thank you, friend. I may do just that. In the meantime, take care of those wounds.
Don't you worry about me. I'll be fighting fit soon enough, and ready to give a good showing at next year's tourney.
A good showing? Now there's an inspiring goal. If you want to stick around in my stable, I'll see you claim the throne.
Oi, oi! One step at a time, milady. I ain't the unbending blade of Hornburg, after all.
A title and a crest do not a swordsman make.
Aye, true enough. Maybe I will go and win it all. See what the betters will say about that. Tell you what, if they crown Ned king, you come back and we'll put on a duel the likes of which the city's never seen.
I'd like that very much. But today, the road calls. Till our paths cross again, my friends.
And so did Ulbrich leave Victor's Hollow behind him, with new knowledge of Earhart's past and present. Now Ulbrich must find Earhart, and God's willing, the truth, even if it means crossing blades with his erstwhile friend. And so to Sunlands, and the desert oasis of Wellspring, Ulbrich's journey continues. Yay! See you on the next episode! We'll probably do Tressa because she's here. Even if it's 10 levels higher, I think we'll be fine.
10 levels higher?
Yeah. I think we'll be okay.